that's a big deal. Washington Post pointed out today that Cruz may have built an advantage for the upcoming primaries because some of these primaries coming up are closed primaries, meaning not only are they winner-take-all states like Florida and Ohio, but, the media is looking forward to that. Saturday, there are 4 Republican primary caucuses, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, and Maine. They're closed, meaning you can't have crossover from Democrats and independents. And they look at Oklahoma, which was a closed primary, and they say, well, you might be able to win there. Now, on the other hand, on the Democratic side, here, this is fascinating. This was in the Hill today. Union leaders are expected, supposedly, to line up behind Hillary, but Democrats are starting to worry that rank-and-file union workers are going to pull the lever for Trump. Isn't that fascinating? And then you got polls showing that, Trump takes 20% of Democrats. I am just looking at this as discerningly and as objectively as I possibly can. And I've never seen in my lifetime this MMA, bare knuckles, kamikaze mission, kitchen sink, scorched earth, thermonuclear war like to this level. I can think back and I can cite for you what they said about Reagan, the amiable dunce. They hated Reagan because he was considered, Tea Party before Tea Party ever happened. But the fact that they can't get their way, and now everybody kind of worships Reagan, but there are a lot of people that were latecomers to the Reagan Revolution anyway. So I've got everybody out there. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Now, there was one theory that was floated by a friend of mine today. Well, do you think that Cruz and Rubio will join forces? Well, they're certainly going to join forces tomorrow. I mean, we should actually have a drinking game tomorrow. How many times the word con artist, fraud, scam artist, refuse to criticize the KKK, hire illegal immigrants, misspelled words, and Trump University comes up. Because I guarantee you, if you're drinking, you'll be drunk in 20 minutes. You take a shot anytime any one of those words are uttered, and you're going to be plastered in no time at all.
The fight is to save the Republican Party, the party of Lincoln and Reagan, from someone who is not just a con artist. They're saying we have to rally to stop Donald Trump, who's a world-class con artist.
All right, enough of that. But, look at the victory. Trump won victories in states in the Deep South, in New England, Alabama to Massachusetts, Arkansas, Georgia, Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia. I mean, it shows his appeal transcends regional and ideological divisions. He won conservative areas, heavily evangelical states. The only person that is giving him a hard time is Ted Cruz. And by the way, I would tell you right now that everything they're doing to Trump, because Trump won more contests than Cruz, they'd be doing to Cruz. Right now, if Trump never got into this race, these are states Ted Cruz would win. Trump entered the contest winning 3 out of 4. He carried 7 out of 11 last night. He's got 316 delegates. Cruz has 226. He had a great night last night, as far as delegates counts, and especially in Texas and Oklahoma. Rubio has 106. So the window for stopping Trump is closing, as the Washington Post Dan Balls wrote. If anyone has the case that there should be a one-on-one contest, the answer is Ted Cruz. But that would be 2 insurgency candidates, and the establishment can't have that. Trump overwhelmingly won strong among his core supporters, blue-collar workers out there. He showed some erosion among white-collar, college-educated in states like Virginia. But, the great news for Trump is his main rivals here, especially Rubio, look like, they're just flailing. This is a Hail Mary pass, swinging for the fences, a 15th-round knockout strategy, and it seems suicidal to me. The Marco Rubio you're hearing from is not the Marco Rubio in real life. He has been co-opted. It's the only explanation I can come up with. And, Rubio wanted to emerge from Super Tuesday better than he did. And now he's in a position where he must win the state of Florida. There's no possible path to the nomination except through the establishment by preventing Trump from getting to the magic number of 1,237, or Ted Cruz running up a string of states, which could happen considering he's the closest competitor. So for those